Yo guys, Itsamefigaro! Welcome back to Doki Doki Literature Club. My gosh, this game is getting interesting now. We've spent a while in here, so we're getting to know the girls and things are starting to happen. Some weird love triangle thing happening and I'm scared and confused, so thank you guys for coming back. Really appreciate it. See yous in there, let's do it! Where's all the chirpy music? I'm scared, guys. Is there supposed to be music? I don't know. It's the day of the festival anyway. Of all days, I expected this to be the one where I'd be walking to school with Sayori. Yeah, definitely. But it's very quiet. But Sayori isn't answering her phone. I considered going to her house to wake her up, but decided that's a little too much. Meanwhile, the preparations for the event should nearly be complete. The banner Yuri and I painted is dry and I gently roll it up to take it with me. She sent me a pleasant text reminding me not to forget anything, and I reassured her. Funnily enough, I probably feel the same way as Natsuki about the event. I'm more excited for it to be over so I can spend time with Sayori and Yuri at the festival. But knowing Monica, I'm sure the event will be great too. Yeah. Figaros! You're the first ones here! Thanks for being early. That's funny, I thought at least Yuri would be here by now. Monica is placing little booklets on each of the desks in the classroom. It's still too quiet. They must be the ones she prepared that have all the poems we're performing. In the end, it doesn't even matter. I found a random poem online that I thought Monica would like and submitted it. So that's the one I'll be performing. The one that I ripped straight from the internet. I'm surprised you didn't bring Sayori's with you. Yeah, she overslept again, I guess. That dummy. You'd think on days this important she'd try a little harder, right? I say that, but I suddenly remember what Sayori told me yesterday. Yeah, and I suddenly feel awkward, knowing it's not nearly that simple for her. I only said it because it's the way I'm used to thinking, but maybe I should have gone to wake her up after all. Ah ha ha ha! You should take a little responsibility for her, Figaro. I mean, especially after your exchange with her yesterday. You kind of left her hanging this morning, you know. What does she know about the thing yesterday? Did Sayori call her or something and tell her about our meetings? Exchange? Monica, you... Okay, I'm predicting the future. Of course I am! I'm the club president after all, but... I stammer, embarrassed. Did Sayori really tell her about it that quickly? About how I basically turned down her confession? That makes me really seem like the bad guy here. But I'm the one who knows what's best for her, right? Jeez. You don't know the full story at all, so don't worry. I do! Winks, winks! I can't even winks for some reason. I probably know lots more than you think, eh? Monica is being as friendly as usual, but for some reason, I felt a chill down my spine after hearing that. Seriously, me too. Hey, do you want to check out the pamphlets? They came out really nice. Yeah, sure, fine. That's a bill. You probably shouldn't see any of that. I grabbed one of the pamphlets laid out on the desks. Oh yeah, they really did. Something like this will definitely help people take the club more seriously. Yeah, that's what it does. I flip through the pages. Each member's poem is neatly printed on its own page, giving it an almost professional feel. She used that template on the internet that does that. I recognize Natsuki and Yuri's poems from the other ones they performed during our practice. What's this? I flip to Sayori's poem. It's different from the ones she practiced. It's one that I've never read before. Oh God! This is in the pamphlet? I thought it was professional. Percentage. Oh, okay, alright. Well, I don't have to read all that. Get out of my head! Get out of my head before I do what I know is best for you. Get out of my head. I listened to everything she said to me. Get out of my head before I show you how much I love you. Get out of my head before I finish writing this poem. I listened to everything she said to me. But a poem is never actually finished. It just stops moving. Okay. That's terrible. I think... Error. Spell check. What's this? Reading the poem. I get a pit in my stomach. Thanks. What's wrong? Nothing. I'm just tripping out seeing this poem, Monica. Look. Jeez. This poem feels completely different from everything else Sayori's written. But more than that, I changed my mind. I'm going to go get Sayori, so, well, alright, it is. Try not to take too long, okay? I quickly leave the classroom. Don't strain yourselves! Monica calls that out after me. I quicken my pace. Why is there no music? What was I thinking? I should have tried a little bit harder for Sayori. It's not a big deal to at least wait for her or help her wake up. Even the simplest gesture of walking her to school makes her really happy. Besides, I told her yesterday that things were going to be the same as they always have been. That's all she needs. And what I want to give her, yes, that. I reach Sayori's house and knock on the door. Great sound effects. All right. I don't want to... My mic's still on. Okay, I was worried. I don't expect an answer since she's not picking up her phone either. Like yesterday, I opened the door and let myself in. Sayori! She really is heavy sleeper. I swallow. I can't believe I ended up doing this after all. Waking her up in her own house. Isn't that more like something a boyfriend would do? In any case, it just feels right. Outside Sayori's room, I knock on her door. Sayori! Wake up, dummy! There's no response. I really didn't want to have to enter her room like this. Isn't it kind of breach of privacy? But she really leaves me no choice. I gently open the door. Oh! What the fucking shit? An exception has occurred. File game script something line 07C trace back text for details. Really? I have to dig through the code? What the hell? Is this a nightmare? Is this real? It has to be. God damn it. This isn't real. There's no way this can be real. Sorry. Sayori wouldn't do this. Everything was normal up until a few days ago. Her eyes are open and everything. That's why I can't believe what my eyes are showing me. This music! I suppressed the urge to vomit. Just yesterday, I told Sarah I would be there for her. I told her I know what's best and that everything will be okay. Then why? Why would she do this? How could I be so helpless? What did I do wrong? Turning down her confession? That has to have been what pushed her over the edge. Her agonizing scream still echoes in my ears. Why did I do that? Oh, God. Why did I do that to her when she needed me the most? Why was I so selfish? This is my fault. My swarming thoughts kept telling me everything I could have done to prevent this, yep. If I'd just spent more time with her, walked her to school, and gave her what I know she wanted out of our relationship, then I could have prevented this. I know I could have prevented this. Screw the literature club, screw the festival. I just lost my best friend. Someone I grew up with. She's gone forever now. Nothing I can Nothing I can do. Nothing I do can bring her back. This isn't some game where I can reset and try something different. Well, I had only one chance and I wasn't careful enough. And now I'll carry this guilt with me until I die. Nothing in my life is more worth than hers. Sorry, there's this terrible scripting, reading. But holy shit. But I still couldn't do what she needed from me. And now, I can never take it back. Never. Never! Never! That's the game? Ooh! Ooh! What the hell? I'll pick New Game Plus. What? I think I prefer this version better. Some ignorant registered say you are category GT Skyline Suzuki. Okay. I see an annoying girl running towards me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention I might draw to herself. That girl is my neighbor and good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend you never see yourself making today. What? You never see yourself making today, but it just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but started around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up. I've read this, but if she's going to chase after me like this, I must feel better off for running away. However, I just sighed idle in front of the crosswalk and let catch up to me. Ooh! Monica Yuri? Oh, hey! This is... felt like a CDR game. Yeah, it's an ordinary school day like any other. Mornings are usually the worst, being surrounded by couples and blah blah blah, so on and so forth. Meanwhile, I've always walked to school alone. I always tell myself it's about time I met some girls or something like that. But I have no motivation to join any clubs. That just happened! All that shit! Holy shit. I'm perfectly content in just getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime, okay? It's always the anime club, but it's not like there would be any girls in it anyway. Bullshit. Heaps of chicks like anime. The school day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs! There really aren't any that interest me. Besides, most of them would probably be way too demanding for me to want to deal with. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Thanks! Monica? Oh my goodness, I totally didn't expect to see you here. It's been a while, right? What is going on? Yeah, it has. Monica smiles sweetly. We do know each other well. We rarely talk, but we were in the same class last year. Monica was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic, basically completely out of my league. So having her smile at me genuinely feels a little... What did you come here for anyway? Oh, I've just been looking for some supplies to use for my clubs. Do you know if there's any construction papers in here? Or markers? I guess you could check the closet. You know, the one where Natsuki keeps all the mangas and stuff? You're in the debate club, right? What? Aha, bounce that! I actually quit the debate clubs. Really? You quit? Yeah. To be honest, I can't stand all the politics around the major clubs. Feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. In that case, What club did you decide to join? Drum roll. Actually, I'm starting some new ones. A literature club. I did what the game did. Literature? That's I can't even speak now. That sounds kind of dumb. Dull, not dumb. And dumb too. How many members do you have so far? It's kind of embarrassing, but there are only 3 of us so far. Okay. There was 4. It's really hard. It's really hard to find new members for something that sounds so boring. Well, I can see that, but it's really not boring at all, as you know. Literature can be anything. Reading, writing, poetries. I mean, one of my members even keeps a manga collection in the classroom. Wait, really? Yeah, it's funny, right? She always insists that manga is literatures too. I mean, she's not wrong, I guess. There's words and art and stuff. But besides, a member is a member, right? Did Monica say she? Hey, thanks. Man, the chance. Are you still looking for clubs to join? I mean, I guess so, but in that case, you veto and come to my club. You want to do me a favor? I won't ask you to join, but if you could at the very least visit my clubs, it would make me really happy. Please. Well, I guess I have no reason to refuse. I mean, she's totally out of my league and she's inviting me to things. Besides, how could I ever... Sure, I guess I could check it out. Oh, awesome! You're really sweet, Figs, you know that? It's nothing really. Shall we go then? Are we going now? I'll look for the materials another time. You're more important. I'm scared. And thus, today marks the day I sold my soul to Monica and her irresistible smiles. I timidly follow Monica across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit, being generally used for third-year classes and activities. Monica, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. I'm back! And brought a guest with me! A guest? Seriously, you brought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere! Don't be mean, Natsukis. But anyways, welcomes to the clubs, Figs. I've been here before. Last year, or 5 minutes ago, or you really don't know me, do you? I'm living in some circle of hell or something. All words escape me in the situation. This club is full of incredibly cool girls. So, let me guess. You're Monica's boyfriend, right? What? No, I mean, maybe. Natsuki. The girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is one I don't recognize. I don't recognize? Her small figure makes me think she's probably a first year. Anyways, this is Natsuki, energetic as usual, and this is Yuri, the vice president. It's nice to meet you. Yuri here appears to be comparatively more mature and timid. Seems to have a hard time keeping up with someone like Natsuki. Yeah, it's nice to meet the both of you. So I ran into Figaro in the classroom and he decided to come check out the clubs. Isn't that great? Wait, Monica! Did I tell you to let me know in advance before you brought anyone new? So I could bake some cupcakes for them? I was going to. Well, you know. Oh, did I read that in the wrong persons? Probably. Sorry. I didn't forget that, but I just happened to run into him. By mistake, in a classroom. Where I walked in and proceeded to point him out. In that case, I should at least make some tea, right? Yes, that would be great. Why don't you come sit down? The girls have a few desks arranged in a form of a table. What? Are desks tables? Yuri walks in the corner of the room and opens up the closet. Meanwhile, Monica and Natsuki sit across from each other. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Monica. So, I know you didn't really plan on coming here, but we'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the... I'm not saying what's in my head. As president of the literature club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet, you know? Seeing as though it's all chicks, it must be hard to start a new club. Look at this, that was. Not many people are very interested in putting out all of their effort to start something brand new. I didn't read that right, but I'll go with it. Especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention, like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. It makes school events like the festival that's much more important. I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, Natsuki? Well, I guess. Natsuki reluctantly agrees. Such different gals, all interested in the same goal. Monika must have worked really hard just to find these two. Yuri returns to the table, carrying tea. Sorry! She spills it all over my face, giving me third-degree burns. She carefully places the teacups in front of each other before setting down the teapot in the middle. You keep a whole tea set in the classroom? Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? No coffee does though. Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. That's not... Insulted, Yuri looks away. I meant that, you know. I believe you. I mean, I'm irresistibly good looking. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but at least I enjoy tea. I did read that right. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. So, Figs, what kind of things do you like to read? Well, considering how little I've read in the past few years, I don't really have a good way to answer that. Ralph FHM, Playboy, manga! I've muttered quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess, then. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her fingers. I remember that description. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. Yes. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seemed so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. But, you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you off a loop? Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. I read a horror book once. Pet Cemetery? I desperately grabbed something I can relate to at the minimal level. It's like that thick. Giggity. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock. I expect that from you, Yuri. It suits your personality. Oh, is that so? Really, if a story makes me think or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. I hate horror! Why is that? Well, it's disgusting! Natsuki's arts died over me for a split second. Never mind! That's right, you usually like to write about cute things, don't you? You little cutie prissy pants manga girl. What? What gives you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind last club meetings. It looked like you were working on the poem called Don't Say It Out Loud! And give that back! Fine. It's called Shit Your Panties. Natsuki, you write your own poems? Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometimes? No! Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them! Not a very confident writer yet, I see. I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence, you know. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. Do you have writing experience too, Yuris? Doesn't they know each other? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an examples and help Natsuki's feel more comfortable enough to share hers. Am I Sayori? I'll shut up now. Guess it's the same for Yuri. We all sit in silence for a moment. Hey, I just got an idea. How about this? Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monica. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. Oh god. Then, next time we meet, we'll all share them with each other. That way everybody is even. I thought it was a good idea. Well, I think you're right, Monica. We should probably start finding activities for all of us to do. For all of us to participate in together. I did decide to take on the responsibility of vice president after all. Sayori was vice president. Was she? Yeah. I need to do my best to nurture the club as well. As its members. Besides, now that we have a new member, it seems like a good step for us to take. Do you agree as well, Figs? Hold on, there's still one problem. What's that? Now that we've reached the most important topic, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. Thank God. I never said I would join this club. That was not on my mind, but okay. Monica may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision, right? I still have other clubs to look at, and I lose my train of thought. All three gals stare back at me with dejected eyes. They sure are. But... I'm sorry, I thought... The girls exchange glances before Monica turns back to me. I guess I need to tell you the truth, Figaros. This is the gangbang club. The thing is, we don't have enough members yet to form an official club. We need 4s. And I've been trying really hard to find new members. And if we don't find one before the festivals... I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make clear-headed decisions when it's like this? I would feel terrible for letting everyone down in this situation. And besides, the club itself seems pretty relaxed. So, if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls... Right! Okay, I've decided then. I'm not joining the club. One by one, the girl's eyes light up. Oh my goodness, really? Do you really mean that? Yes. It could be fun, right? You really did scare me for a moment. I mean, if you really just left after all this, I would be super pissed. Figaro, I'm so happy. We can become an official clubs now. Thank you so much for this. You're really amazing. I'll do everything I can to give you a great time, okay? Okay, thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on the goods notes. Everyone remember tonight's assessment? Write the poems and bring back to the next meeting so we can all share. Monica looks over at me once more. Figaro, I look forward to seeing how you express yourselves. Yeah. Can I really impress the class star, Monica, with my mediocre writing skills? I almost did it again. Replay. This is so weird. This is so weird. We're replaying, but there's like little things that are different. I already feel the anxiety welling up in me. Indeed. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri cleans up the tea set. I guess I'll be on my way then. Okay, I'll see you tomorrow, Zens. I can't wait. With that, I depart the classroom and make my way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the three girls, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course, Monika. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in my literature club? Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls. Alright then. I just need to make the most of my circumstances, and I'm sure good fortune will find me. And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. You have unlocked a special poem. Would you like to read it? You see, this is some kind of trick question, isn't it? Is this some place that I should save before doing this? Probably. You sneaky, deaky little thing. Okay. I can't convince myself to go to therapy when I'm the happiest I've ever been. I'd rather keep this up until I blow my cover and then someone takes me to the emergency room. What the hell does that mean? I can't convince. Okay, so I'm happy and I've been going to therapy. I'd rather keep this up until I blow my cover and someone takes me. Holy shit. Is there more lines or something? Okay, yes. Yeah, don't pick the same ones again. Bliss. Pout. Why not? Crimson, hell yeah. We're gonna fast forward this again. That was a lot of Natsukis. Hi again, Figs. Glad to see you didn't run away on this. Don't worry. It's fine. This might be a little strange for me, but at least I keep my word. What the hell? Well, I'm back at the literature club. I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. What the frick? Thanks for keeping your promise, Figs. What the hell? But this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you. Making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it. Ooh! Oh, come on! Like he deserves any slack! You already had to be dragged here by Monika! I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what! But if you don't take it seriously, then you won't see the end of it! What the hell? That's okay. I certainly have a big mouth for something who keeps manga collection in the club rooms. Well, get out the way, Monika! Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monika and manga. Manga is literature! Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat. This is getting so weird. I'm sorry, Figaro. What are you sorry for? What is happening? We'll make sure you put your comfort first, okay? Why? Yuri shoots Natsuki with a disappointing glance. Glaze. Thinking of glazed donuts. Anyway, now that you're in the club and all, perhaps you might have interest in picking up a book to read. Well, I can't really say no either way. I mean, I'm here and we got shit to do. Like you said, I'm in this club now. So it only feels right for me to do something like that if you ask. Wait. I didn't mean it like that. If you don't really want to, then forget I said anything, I guess. No, it's not that, Yuri. I want to try to be a part of this club. So even if I don't read often, I'd be happy to pick up a book if you wanted me to. Are you sure? I just felt like, well, as vice president and all, that I should help you get started on something you might like. Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. I didn't want you to feel left out, so I brought you Stephen King's It. So I picked up a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so I should keep your attention even if you don't usually read. It's a Goosebumps book. Did I already say that last time this happened? We could, discuss it if you wanted. This is... How is this girl accidentally being so cute? She even picked out a book she thinks I'll like despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book. Phew. Well, you can read it at your own pace. Why are you all big now and out of screen? I look forward to hearing what you think. Now that everyone's settled in, I expect Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club. But that doesn't seem to be the case. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. I can't help but notice her intense expression like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. Oh god. Ah! I hear Natsuki utter an exasperated sigh from within the closet. She seems to be annoyed by something. I approach. I thought the music went brr. I approach her in case she needed a hand. Hey, you looking for something in there? Fucking Monica! She never puts my stuff back in the right spot! What's the point in keeping your collection organized if someone else is gonna mess it up? Natsuki slides a bunch of stacked books and boxes across the shelf. Manga? You read manga, right? Sometimes. Manga is one of those things where you can't admit you're really into it until you figure out the other person stands. How did you know that anyway? Her eyebrows went tsh. I heard you bring it up at some point! Besides, it's kind of written all over your face. Your face is a cartoon and all. What's that supposed to mean? I see. There's a lone volume of manga amidst a stack of various books on the side of one of the shelves. Curious, I pull it out of the stack. There it is! Natsuki snatches out of my hand. She then turns to a box of manga and slips the volume right into the middle of the rest. Ah! Much better! Seeing a box set with one book makes this probably the most irritating sight in the world! Totally agree! And I said that before, didn't I? I get deja vu a lot now. I know that feel. I get a closer look at the box set she's admiring. Parfait Girls, Parfait Girls, whatever. It's a series I've never heard of in my life. This probably means it's either way out of my demographic, or it's simply terrible. If you're gonna judge, you can just do it through the glass on the door! She points to the classroom door. Hey, I wasn't judging anything. I didn't even say anything. It was in your tone of your voice! I said nothing. But I'll tell you one thing, Figs. Consider this a lesson of story. Don't fucking judge a book! In fact... Natsuki pulls the first volume of Parfait Girls from the box. I'm gonna show you exactly why! She shoves the book right into my hands. Oh! That... my hands. Ah! I stare at the cover. It features 4 girls in color. Yeah? It's exceedingly Mo. Don't just stand there, read it! Natsuki grabs my arm and pulls me out of the closet. She then takes a seat against the wall beneath the window seals. She pats on the ground next to her, signaling me to sit there. Wouldn't chairs be more comfortable? Hell no! Ground's where I live! I take a seat. Chairs wouldn't work! We can't read at the same time like that! Why is that? I guess it's easier to be close together like this. What the hell is going on? Don't just say that! You'll make me feel weird about it! Natsuki crosses her arms and scooches an inch away from me. So sorry. I didn't exactly expect to be sitting this close to her either. Not that I can say it's a particularly bad thing. I open the book. It's only a few seconds before Natsuki once again inches closer, reclaiming the additional space while she hopes I don't notice. I can feel her peering over my shoulder, much more eager to begin reading than I am. Wow! How long has it been since I read the beginning? I don't know. How long? And you don't go back and flip through the older volumes every now and then? Not really. Maybe sometimes, after I've already finished the series. Hey, are you paying attention? I am, but nothing really happened yet, so I can talk at the same time. Looks like it's about a bunch of friends in high school. Typical slice of the life affair. I kind of grew out of these since it's rare for the writing to be entertaining enough to make up for the lack of plot. Oh. Are you sure this isn't boring for you?
It's not!
Even though you're just watching me read?
Well, I'm fine with that!
If you say so. I guess it's fun sharing something you like with someone else, right? I always get excited when I convince any of my friends to pick up a series I enjoy. You know what I mean? You don't.
That's not... Well, I wouldn't really know.
What do you mean? Don't you share your manga with your friends?
Could you not rub it in? Jeez.
Sorry about that.
Like I could ever get friends to read this. They just think manga is for kids. I can't even bring it up with them being like, you still haven't grown out of that yet. Makes me want to punch him in the face.
I know those kinds of people. Honestly, it takes a lot of effort to find friends who don't judge, much less friends who are also into it. I'm already kind of a loser, so I guess I gravitated towards the other losers over time. But it's probably harder for someone like you.
Yeah, that's pretty accurate.
Wait, which part?
I mean, I feel like I can't even keep it in my own room.
My dad would beat the shit out of me if he found this.
At least it's safe in here in the club room.
This game.
Except Monica's kind of a jerk about it. I just can't win, can I?
Well, it paid off in the end, didn't it? I mean, here I am, reading it.
Well, it's not like that solves any of my problems or anything.
Maybe, but at least you're enjoying yourself, right?
So... Geez, that's enough! Are you gonna keep reading or what?
Yeah. I flip the page. Dot. Time passes. Natsuki is strangely quiet now. She's asleep. I glance over at her. It looks like she's started to fall asleep. Hey, Natsuki!
Yeah.
Suddenly, Natsuki collapses straight into me. Hey.
What the out? Why you, like...
Something! Guys. Oh, jeez. Natsuki, are you okay? Here's. Monica reaches into her bag and pulls out some kind of protein bar. She throws it in Natsuki's direction. Natsuki's eyes suddenly light up again. She snatches the bar from the floor and immediately tears off the wrapper.
I told you not to give me your...
She doesn't even finish her sentence before stuffing it into her mouth. Don't worry, Figaro. She's fun. It just happens every now and then. What do you mean? People's eyes just start swirling and turning black, and that's why I always keep a snacks in my bags for her. Anyways, it's completely normal. So why does it all share poems now? What? The hell? Oh, who should I show my poem to? Let's go Monica. I should start with Monica. Yesterday, she seemed eager to read my poem, and I want her to know I'm putting in the effort. Yeah. Hi, Figs! Having a good time so far? Yeah. Good, glad to hear. By the way, since you're new in those things, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyways, Want to share your poems with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Here we go. Ah, don't worry, we're a little embarrassed, you know, but that's sort of barrier that we only need to learn to get past soon. Yeah, that's true. I hand Monica my poem. I like it. Really? It's a lot cuter than I expected. Haha. Oh jeez. No, kinda makes me think of something Natsuki's would write. Did I already do this first? And she's a good writer too. So take that as a compliment. If you say so. Yep, I do. If you're interested in Natsuki, then always keep a snack on you. What is happening? She'll cling to you like a puppy! Natsuki's dad doesn't give her lunch money or leave her any food in the house, so she's in a fussy mood pretty often. But sometimes she just loses all of her strength and shuts down. Like earlier. This is just a guess, but I think she's so small because her malnutrition is interfering with her adolescence growth. But hey, some guys are into petite girls too, you know? Sorry, just trying to look at the bright sides. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims not to be very good. What the hell was that about? So, poor Natsuki. God. Well, that's cause I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know? I see. Well, let's read it then. Hole in the wall again. I did call one of the episodes that, but he wasn't looking at me. Confused, I frantically glance at my surroundings, but my burnt eyes can no longer see colors. Are there others in this room? Are they talkings? Or are they simply poems on flat sheets of papers? The sounds of frantic scrolling playing tricks on my ears. The room begins to crinkle, losing in on me. The air I breathe dissipates before it reaches my lungs. I panic. There must be ways out. It's right there! He's right there! Swallowing my fears, I brandish my pen. Holy shit, that is different. So what's your things? It's very freeform, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. Oh, look, yeah, the kind of style is getting pretty popular nowadays. You said the other style. Anyway, that says a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on timing between words and lines. When performing out loud, it can be really powerful. What's the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say that I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been It's been influencing my poems a bit. An epiphany? Yeah, some things like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strong to this. Maybe after everyone's better friends with each other. Anyways, here's Monica's writing tips of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on specific points. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on the paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about it is, if you keep your pen in the same blah 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 for too long, you get a dark puddle of ink. Ha ha ha. So just move your hand and go with the flows. That's my advice for today. Thank you all for listening. Whose should I show next? Holy shit, guys. I don't think I can do another one. We have to save this for next time. So thank you for coming and watching. What an episode. I don't know anymore. Everything is going out the door with this game. I mean, I love it. Holy shit, I need to know what happens. So come back for that one. Thanks again. See you in the next one. Adios!